Hey beloved, Andy Murphy, hostess of your Cosmic Mom podcast, and we are here at episode number 75. And today, well, it feels like spring, and I was ready to get out of winter PJs and out of winter garb and move into this energy a bit differently because that's kind of what it requires. So today, solo cast, we're gonna explore a few things, but I really want to talk about getting comfortable in the unknown, exploring and embracing great mystery, because that's your only ask right now. We'll get into it a bit more, and we'll see what the heck comes up, but welcome, my love. Welcome to this place that is for you, that is of you, and that reminds you of who the heck you are. So without further ado, light a bowl, light a joint, light a candle, get something to warm your heart as we turn our eyes toward the sun, to the spring. As we welcome you to the Cosmic Mama podcast. Yeah, do you see that I do that in my videos? It's an interesting dialogue to have with you whenever it's really just a monologue. But I do my best because I sat in some sacred this morning so that I could be ready to hear what wanted to come through today. So shall we set some sacred space? Giving yourself this moment, claiming for yourself this goddamn moment, to tap into what is true, to not be bothered by all that you don't know, and to allow the universe instead to play with you, to play alongside you, to co-create with you. Allowing your breath to deepen, allowing your mind to soften and your heart to open. As we get beyond the realm of things and thoughts and doing, giving ourselves permission to receive in this moment exactly the message, exactly the love that will be a balm for you. We're gonna start. I've got a loose outline because my brain likes to have a few little maps of where we're going. But I want to start by talking about Thoth and Thoth and the Akashic. That is my frame of reality, is that we're living in this Akashic reality. An Akashic reality, a way of being, living, engaging in this reality that was created by Thoth and Thoth. Thoth, well, hello, mama. She is a great mystery. She is space. She is all. And then we have Thoth, who comes along, who wants to work in the realm of mankind, humankind, and creates a realm of doing. He creates this idea of time in order to help us understand space. And I will say for the first time out loud that Thoth and I are in a little bit of a breakup right now. I think I've watched and felt in my own experience and reflected in reality that there's a huge dismissal of the fucking feminine. Thoth. I mean, everybody knows Thoth, right? How many names do you know him by? How many ways do you know Thoth? Fucking problem. He didn't create this on his own. He subdivided and contracted out meaning and words and language to describe, to take something out of the sacred and make it mundane so that we could have an experience here. So kudos, dude. But we see over and over, my perception at this moment, she's not remembered. She's forgotten. She's lost in the mystery. And perhaps rightly so. She is the mystery. She's happy to be of the mystery. Okay, and how does this pertain to our world, right? Okay, so fuck off, dude. we're here to embrace the great mystery. Because nothing in your world right now makes any sense. Nothing in the world outside of you makes any sense. So when we go searching for meaning, we're already in a losing game. When we go searching for security, already in a losing game. Thoth's idea, Thoth's Akashic reality, is expiring as it was meant to, right? We can see this as the Eon of Horus. We can see this as the Age of Aquarius. Wherever you want to, whatever your lens is. Fair, cool. Let's just play there for a second. In the season of Pisces, everything's dissolving. And so, yes, there's this dreamer quality to it. But Pisces also has this energy of surrendering to death. Mermana. Surrendering the need for meaning. The need for understanding. So much of the way that we engage with this reality is consensus reality. They say this is real, so therefore this is real, and then I must behave accordingly. That's not working anymore. And it's in the feminine, it's in the great divine, it's in the mystery of all mysteries that we have to earn our wings. We have to develop these feel senses, because these senses can't always be trusted. Have you watched The Octopus Murders? That's a wild one too, because it brings you into this level of a reality where you question everything in reality. And rather than it just being like, I watched it twice in one weekend because I'm like, it's intriguing. It's interesting. It's terrifying. And yet it gives us invitation to the great mystery. Gives us permission to step outside of a world that makes any sense or that we understand. Because we're all in a place right now of, this doesn't feel right and there must be a better way. And a lot of us are asking the question, what's next? What's next? What do I need to do? There's no relevance to what you need to do. If there was anything to do, you would be doing it. So in the season of Pisces, in this age of Aquarius, we are unraveling from doing. And it's not even just being, because this invitation to the great mystery, I love the mystery. I serve the mystery. It's how I show up in this in every lifetime. I love the fucking mystery. This world, well, I'm learning to love it more in sacred partnership with my man. He's showing me how to be more in this world. My tendency, I don't know if you've noticed, not to be in this world. My tendency is to play in those places of mysteries. And I've gotten really okay with not knowing. The struggle to make meaning, the struggle to do, the struggle to figure it out, I'm over it. It's just another hustle, right? My friend Marilyn said recently, we're not manifesting anymore, because in order to manifest, it means that you're calling something in this world toward you. We're not doing that. We're creating a whole new world. We're birthing a whole new world. There's a new dream that's coming into being. And it's going to have to be done in balance with the masculine and feminine. Has to be of both. Not of Thoth. I know, I can be a little salty, can't I? And may I also reflect to you that we're allowed to question the guides. They aren't in form, you are. Which makes you the divine one of this era. Makes you the shaman, makes you the seer, makes you the creator, the creatrix of this era. You're here. You took on a body. You get to be here. You get to create. You have the power to affect things. Yeah. So language is getting tricky. I don't want to manifest anything. I've never really subscribed to that idea or that way. There's a different trust, knowing that it'll show up. But why are we really having this conversation? Well, because the mystery. Fuck, while it can be sexy, it's so uncomfortable. To not know, to not see, to watch everything unravel. So way back 6 months ago, August of 2023, we were going, astrological stuff, it's not my specialty. I don't know. We were going through some stuff where value was being reassessed. Where is your value? It's not in your doing. It's not in your work. It's not in what you are. Value isn't how you show up. Value isn't how you be. So my gene keys, I think it's 52. Stillness. I've got it 3 times. So I wanted to offer today an invitation through the great mystery into stillness. I'm hoping that we'll do an activation that allows us to be guided by those feel senses rather than those knowings. So recognize each time you say understand, right? We know that language is very manipulated in order to make sense of things. In order to understand, right? You're putting yourself under something and you're agreeing to a consensus. Understanding. Not interested. Meaning, not interested. Because oftentimes the things that have the greatest meaning feel like nothing. And that's not working anymore. So when we can unravel from a world of meaning and doing and very masculine yang energy, well, it puts us into the unknown. A place that's uncomfortable because it's unknown. We don't know it yet. We don't trust it yet. We haven't built the senses to navigate it yet. And this is the ask right now. There's nothing you need to be doing. There's no hustle anymore. There's nothing you need to be making happen. I've been in interesting spaces of kind of purposeless since I closed my office in October. Well, nothing has opened. I've got Sophia. Sophia is lovely, wonderful, but Sophia is also the great mystery. There's nothing that I can look at in my outside reality right now other than relationship with my daughter and being mother, that fulfills purpose or gives me meaning right now. Uncomfortable. And as I've sat with it, well, it was Yeshua who came forward. And it was such a sweet message of be love. Be a vessel of love. And you know where our brain goes, right? Well, how do I do that? Well, you don't do it. So I can have prayers and I can have intentions. And this time for all of us requires a lot of stillness. And I don't know if you've noticed, people are uncomfortable in the stillness. Right? When you meet somebody, what's one of the first questions? What do you do? What the fuck do I do? I was asked recently by Beth over at Onyx Healing Collective, where I've been doing some live community events. She asked me to make a business card. What? What the fuck would I put on a business card? And really, I struggled with it 6 weeks, a month, I don't know. And my way right now is, my languaging at least, is like, I'm going to throw it in the cauldron. I'm going to put it in here, see how it feels. And when something rises up, that's when I'll take action. I'm not just going to stay in a place of action and doing because that's what the world has either programmed in us or told us our value is. It's irrelevant. I'm going to throw it in my cauldron. And when this thing rises up inside of me that I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Isn't it lovely? Then I have all of the energy to do it because I haven't wasted my energy doing all of these other things. There's a place of surrender in this. There's a place of trust. But the trust is not given to, well, I know my purpose. As Yeshua said that day to me, he's like, purpose is just ego and identity. Shit. And for any of us who are spiritually inclined to have an identity that's built around purpose. Great, then you're back in Thoth's dissolving reality. It's not where we're asked to be anymore. So when we can get outside, or inside, more accurately, there's this place underneath meaning, underneath doing, that is the stillness, that is the mystery, that is Shisahat, that is Sophia, that is Newt. There's this place that just is, beyond needing to be defined, beyond needing to be understood. So if you're in any level of discomfort, hey, welcome to the club. We are. And we've been preparing for it, right? Why do you think you've been doing this spiritual work, right? What do we even call it? Spiritual work. Healing work. It's all this action of doing. And we're fucking over it. It's exhausting to believe that you always have healing work to do. No. And isn't it lovely as we watch these millennials, sorry, Gen X are over here. As we watch millennials who are showing us a different way that is with more ease. And it's challenging value systems, but it's evolving them too. So the evolution, my love, is what you're here for. Not here for the comfort, not here for the known, not here for the certainty, not here for the security. You would have been born into different eras if you were. I was really sassy on a walk one day. Thanks. This is me talking to my guides, right? This is me talking to the team. It's really fucking sassy. And you may have seen me post on Instagram too. There was this moment of, I'm only fighting myself. I have a warrior aspect to me. But I'm so tired of being a goddamn warrior. So I was like, I don't want to be front lines anymore. As one who was born awake, as one who has engaged in the spiritual, as a life path, as a career, as a passion, as one who is identified with, I'm so fucking tired. So how do I shift that, or how do I surrender to that, or how do I trust that? It's challenging. And yet when I get beyond it, there's this other place of unknown knowing, a place of ease and comfort. I had a couple of clients yesterday, and really what I recognized, my gift at this moment, well, I bring you back to joy. It's such a weird thing, right? I want you to be happier and more joyous. I want you to be living in purpose. I want you to be living in fucking pleasure. Because those are birthright. So I've always experienced my work as psychic, my work as shaman. Now I'm calling it illuminator, right? Oracle illuminator. I don't know. That's what ended up on a business card. I'm an illuminator. I bring you back to joy. Because I see the world through the lens of Shisahat. I see this bigger perspective on things. I don't see it from ground level. I don't see it from like the muck and the mire. In my own reality, fucking do. It's muck and mire. But as a projector, whenever I get to sit with you, it's a kaleidoscope, right? Cosmic kaleidoscope. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Ooh, look how we can change that. My man was telling me today that he saw a man in the street who was peeing in a cup. And he's like, fuck. And I just laughed. And I'm like, well, at least it's not on the sidewalk. And he's like, can you find the positive in everything? And I'm like, pretty much. And I don't do it because I'm an optimist. I do it because I'm not conditioned to see things through this lens of reality. No, look at this. Everything is here for you. The cosmo-erotic universe. We are in a loving, co-creative, collaborative experiment right now. This is sexy. This is fun. And if I look at it from this way, right, that's why we've all had to unravel our victim mentality. It's why we're having to unravel our codependency. There's a new value system coming online, and maybe it's not even a system, but like, will you be valued for the stillness and peace and radiance? Cool. What does that look like? I don't know. Do buckets of gold start falling? Wouldn't that be cool? In that place of buckets of gold, I've had the opportunity to practice lots of receiving from family in ways that I never would have asked, never would have expected, and where in the past that could have been challenging to receive. If I have a job right now, it's receiving. It's to do so with grace. I can think back to when my priestesses were here last summer. I had lots of receiving in that moment, those moments as well. Do you know how to receive? Without shame, without feeling bad, without apology, without feeling like you're taking from anybody? Can you just receive? The way that I practice in family lineage is I've done a lot on the lineage. I've evolved a lot. I've healed a lot. I've looked at lots of cleaned up lots of karma. I can see it in living proof in my daughter. Shit, those fucking Gen Zs, like, they are so enlightened. They don't play with any of this codependence, do they? Nope. They speak truth. They don't hold it. It's a little abrupt at times as they're practicing the grace of it, but they speak truth. And they can see the toxicity of what we've engaged in as older generations. So when family offers, I receive in exchange for all that I've cleaned, all of my doing, all of my healing. Different place of value. I think I want to get into an activation. Shall we? Please allow yourself to receive this if the time is right. If you're driving, it's probably not the right time. You can always pause it and come back later. Oh, it's so funny. I know. They really don't want me to use a mallet today. Okay. Get it? I'm like, can I listen? We'll sort it out. We're going to be using some Egyptian mystery school techniques. It's the framework through which I engage in reality. There's this point in your body where destiny lives, where purpose lives. Underneath the navel. But I want to give you an experience today outside of meaning and doing, outside of being. So through hips and through root chakra, allow yourself to dissolve into diamond white light. Gonna let this dissolving be comprehensive. You've already been doing it, but however you've been resisting it, I want you to let that dissolve now. Discomfort, let that dissolve now. Needing to know how, let that dissolve now. You're going to see all of this diamond white light of you scattered on the surface of the void. you, please. Because you're enough. You're it. You're the whole fucking cosmos, baby. You know those guides only exist to teach you what's already inside of you. They're just mirrors out there, reflecting you back to you. You'll see that diamond white light of you falling now through the void. Maybe drifting, doesn't need to be a big fall. But I want you to notice the ease of it. Find and recognize how you're held in it. It's not a free fall. It's not a casting out. It's a returning home. Notice that you don't feel scattered, but instead comforted, soothed. Feel that expanse of no thing. Feeling surprisingly held by the mystery. Held by space. Stillness is a balm. Place of rest. Give permission for your body to receive all of this today as a restoration to your perfection that is. Healing every cell, every bone, every organ. Evolving every thought. Back in the divine design, you can't understand that. More majestic than what our brains could comprehend or perceive. Feel it. When you feel the peace, drink it up, sip it up, expand into it. void is a place of nothing. You can feel now that that's just not true. It's beyond the realm of thing. Not without. There's something holding you. It's not you. It requires no effort. It's the Great Mother. It's the Great Mystery. The Sophia. The She's Hot. The Newt. She who loves you. And as you choose to go into the world of form, oh, like the Great Mother that she is, she blesses every step you take. You're never outside of her love, her protection. She blesses all. There's no place in creation that isn't hers. It's so funny. She's not the one who creates. She is instead the energy of creation. Without action, without doing, without purpose. Again for all of your cells to be restored today into the divine perfection as it has been designed as you and for you. You might notice you're very far away from mind and mental and thinking and figuring. Soak it up, baby. We're going to move into a few moments of stillness. If you have thoughts come into your head, diamond white light, let them dissolve. There's a peace in here where no matter how far you scatter, she holds you. She meets you. Give yourself permission to be bigger than you ever have before. When you feel like you're ready to come back, we're going to do so with all of that divine intact. Mukami Sahu. As Osiris chose to take on form, chose to come back. Align with the joy of being in form. With the blessings and the wonder and the deliciousness of taste and smell and touch. Sahusi husuhusa, sahusi husuhusa, sahusi husuhusa, sahusi husuhusa. Coming back into this body by your own choice. In the perfection, in the joy, in the claiming of, wanting to be here. You're not stuck here. If you'd like to open your eyes when you're ready, great. If you want to stay in here a little bit longer, just go ahead and hit off. Stay wherever you want to stay. Welcome back, baby. Welcome back. As I was coming back in, part of what I was feeling was there's been so much fear programmed around death. You might even experience it yourself at times. Death is scary. I don't want to die. I'm going to do anything to stay. Okay. So when we can choose to go into the void, when we can choose each month with our menstruation, that act of death, fasting, another act of death, when we can meet death, it doesn't become so scary and it doesn't become something that is doing something to us or punishing us from the outside. Doesn't that feel better? I'd love to hear your experiences because, well, I have my own. Even in guiding it today, the beauty of like, oh, be bigger. You're never without you. It wasn't like you just went away. It was you not needing to hold so tight to what you means. Good Omens season 2. Did you see that? Oh my God, John Hamm. Hello. It was first episode, and it was this beautiful conversation about what is you, what is me, how do I know what is you, how do I know what is me, how do I know? Really quite fun. Modern day Who's on First. If this felt good to you, a couple of options. Well, over at the Halls of Akashic, which is our online mystery school, we do this every other Thursday. Free. I mean, thank you, donation based, but like join us. I've been working within the void now. She so hot asked it of me maybe 3 years ago. It's restorative. It's healing. It's nourishing. I think that's the word, right? The great mystery in that way isn't something to be solved. It's not a riddle. It's not a puzzle. Why would you ever want to solve all the great mysteries? You want it. We keep coming back here lifetime after lifetime that we might have a little taste of it. Because each taste that we have makes this experience bigger. Oh no, I want to be here. Ooh, what happens if we play with that? If you'd like to just practice on your own, moving into the great mystery and experiencing the void, let yourself dissolve each night when you go to bed. real good way to get out of some ego. May make dreams kind of weird. That's okay. Dreams are always weird anyway, aren't they? Good feedback. They're fucking weird. So I hope this brought you today to places of peace that you didn't know were available. I hope you had a firsthand experience. Because that's the point of a mystery school. You know that, right? Like, why the fuck have I been doing this? Well, because I love the mystery, but I want to give you lived experiences, because lived experiences is what you can trust. Lived experiences is what you can know. There's no understanding. There's a direct experience of that informs how you show up and how you move. Where's your greatest power? It's in your lived experiences. Oh, isn't that funny? Yeah, it makes academia a little bit obsolete, doesn't it? We're just going to play with theories and ideas? What? And we have all of this like space exploration, but we don't know if you guys are lying to us or lying to yourselves or working with theories that have any relevance at all. I always find it very funny, even with planets, right? We'll call that Sirius. Well, that's not the language of that planet. That's not what they call it. And rather than being frustrated by all you don't know, oh, fuck, it's real good to not know. It's real good to let your body tell you what is real and how it feels. This is why we've been doing so much work on a nervous system, right? Unraveling trauma. So that when I experience something that feels good, that means I can trust it and move forward. If I have something that puts me into a lot of anxiety, I'm not going to fucking stay. No. Mm-mm. Because I should? Mm-mm. Because other people expect me to? That doesn't work anymore. And as more of us participate in these places of authenticity, of truth, of the safety of being, of celebrating and loving you more than anyone ever has. I'm not going to stay there and suffer because someone says I'm supposed to. Mm-mm. The more of us who engage in these ways, well, then we normalize it for ourselves. We normalize it for others. Is that a little cosmic hey? Your invitation into the great mystery is your invitation home. To that place of you that is so precious and so loved and so unique. Unlike anything else. You know that, right? You're extraordinary, my love. And your experiences here in this human experience aren't to suffer and aren't to heal and aren't to fix. There's a bigger alchemy at play. And can we also say, like, when you are confronting the really hard stuff of this reality, because it happens, there is this invitation into the void, into the great mystery. That's what I was kind of reminded of yesterday. Just lay down. There's nothing to do. And when that energy does show up for you, it will usually rise in us like excitement. And then we have the energy to participate in it. Because I choose to from my joy, not I have to survive, right? The survival mentality. Gotta pay bills mentality. I think that's what I've been hearing a lot lately from people. Well, gotta pay the bills. Okay. I'm going to suffer because I gotta pay the bills. Abundance, right? We've got so much abundance around us. So if you're trying to manifest abundance, please just take a look at what's around you. This little fucking, hey, it's been sitting in a closet for 2 years. Never been worn. Still has a goddamn tag on it. And today I was like, you know what? I'm going to live in my abundance in this moment because my abundance is all around. There's no lack. There's perhaps just scarcity mindset that needs to be dissolved at times. So Dissolve with ease, dissolve with grace, come back with joy. Because these are the new ways that we're figuring out together. So, my love. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me do what I do. Feels good. Oh, and can I address that? Thanks. I was going to address that at the beginning. We were supposed to have this whole series on divine masculine, right? I was really fucking excited about it. Okay. I've watched that just kind of dissolve in front of me too. So rather than going into like, well, I promised, or I said, or shame of, embarrassment is just ego, right? Cool. I can watch you, ego. Ego is a very good teacher. Ego is a great teacher. Well, that dissolved. So we'll just keep showing up from joy, from truth, from authenticity. Because I want to, not because I have to. Doesn't work for me. Probably doesn't work for you either. We're keeping Spark of Sophia open until Equinox, which will be March 21st. If that's something you'd like to be a part of with us, we do invite you to check it out, sparkofsophia.com. Halls of Akasha, we're always there. And journey journals. Oh my God. You know, I did this whole journey journal as a way of letting you take things from the void and the mystery and bring it into this world in a way that gives you lived experiences that you can extract the details that are important. So journey journals, you can find it on andymurphy.com, or, you know, easy, you can go to Amazon. Find it on Amazon. We'll keep showing up in joy, my love, because there's no other way. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. Thanks for participating in something that is very new and so fucking good. Till next time, I love you.